they call you Miguel or not yet?
Yeah, it's calling me now.
Okay.
Forward one calls to an extension. And then, it says select the numbers. No, you type in their phone number.
We go in 10 seconds. Ready? Good morning, apoyosOnetti3, August 28th, and yesterday, as it was expected, and we made a comment, NAFTA was announced, at least from the most difficult part between the United States and Mexico. I don't want to get into details, but clearly it was a victory. It was very positive. And yesterday at night and this morning already, the Canadians are saying that they're very interested and they will join negotiations probably to get this new agreement. I think that this is an important victory for the Trump administration. Something that it was in their agenda. They had put it in the back burner a little bit at some point, worried that it might not happen, especially after the election time in Mexico. But, it got done. And, as we get into the, last part of the year next week, and we have midterm elections in November, I see in the agenda, the North Korea situation is moving ahead, hitting bumps on the road as expected. After all, they were almost 70 years at war, but now they're moving ahead. We had an understanding with NATO in terms of expenditures, and also an understanding with the European Union in terms of tariffs. So many wins that I think President Trump will try to capitalize on the midterm elections in November, and the remaining and biggest issue is China, and we'll see what happens there. We'll follow closely. We in Winston are very bullish that something will happen, and the Trump administration will try to take as much credit as possible for all these wins. The market reacted to that. It broke up. We sent some charts with our analyst Gustavo Felici yesterday, thinking that the market can hit the 3,000 neighborhood at some point. We are 7.5% up for the year. Our view in Winston is that we're going to be double digits so far. We have a Fed that is very clear, signaling what it's doing, slowly raising rates. So that will keep also, long end rates at a low level. But I think most important, as we get earnings and the market sees these political wins, will be more positive. One of, on the anecdotal side, I've been around New York City for, the vacation. I was on the beach with a lot of friends, and 9 of every 10 people I talk to do not like this current administration, don't think they're doing good. So for the most part, they're not long this market. You see that in hedge funds, which are not performing very well. So I think that is going to give more fuel to the market eventually to do better. So, as I said, just quickly, the market broke up, new highs, thinking that probably on the 3,000 it could be positive. So we'll follow on that. Again, this week is not a lot of news. So the only thing is Tiffany reported just before the opening this morning, and very interestingly, better margins, 62 to 64%, and a 14% growth in earnings, very positive. But most important, they made a comment that they have launched a new line for millennials, and that line is doing very well. So as millennials get a little older and they get some extra dollars in their pockets, clearly they go to jewelry like everybody else. Very positive. The stock is up 6% as we talk, and very important. I think this bodes well for LVMH, Gucci, and the other listed luxury companies that are, again, just getting a good vibe going on. As always, the biggest market, the growing market for these companies is Asia. Big thing happening there. That's all we have. I'll open the line. If anybody has a question or comment, the line is open now. If anybody has a question or comment. No? Perfect. Have a great day. We'll reconnect tomorrow. All right. I need a break.